Hi guys, and indeed girls, welcome to another Asus Transformer Prime video. This video is a 2-week review of a device. I've had this device just shy of 2 weeks now, and I want to give you a good, the bad and the ugly aspects of the tablet as I've experienced them so far. So let's start off with the good. First of all, the look of the thing. My camera and lighting display doesn't really do this thing justice. It looks absolutely gorgeous from any angle, and it should do really. It's considered a luxury tablet, being that it is $500 or £500, and it does look marvellous from really any angle. And Asus have thought of the comforts as well, such as the rubber buttons on the bottom of the tablet, just to make sure that when you put it on a flat surface it doesn't scratch or mark or anything. And just everything really about the way it looks does look absolutely fantastic. The design is very much, I don't want to say it's an Apple product, but it does have those Apple appealing qualities. So one thing I do have to know about the design actually is that you do get some, you can easily scratch it. I don't know if you can see it there, but there is just a tiny scratch mark. So this thing is not necessarily fragile, but can be easily marked. But nonetheless, looks are a very important and well-deserving aspect of this device. Okay, the next thing is this. Quite simply put, plugging in a mouse, using a keyboard, finding a website, doing a search, you cannot do that any faster on any other tablet. Irrespective of how powerful it is, the fact that you have this keyboard dock and this USB connector means that the Transformer is definitely a hybrid tablet netbook, and that cannot be disputed. Either if it's the Transformer Original or the Transformer Prime, this does not necessarily revolutionise, but it does harmonise the two products and makes it a very easy to use and very instant access type of device. Okay, next thing, Ice Cream Sandwich Android operating system. Very nice piece of kit. I'm not sure if any of the tablets have this at the moment, but Ice Cream Sandwich is a beautiful operating system. It's very quick, very fast, lots of settings you can do, lots of customization. For example, here I have all sorts of different widgets and apps running, not necessarily Ice Cream Sandwich, but it does seem to be coping very well with all the new aspects. This is something that I love about the Android operating system in general, the fact that you can customize it so much. I mean, we have a little widget here for Facebook, which is actually scrollable on the home screen. I've got these little news ticker tape things which are running along very quickly, very nicely. Lots of widgets I can use to quickly close applications, so on. Not necessarily Asus Transformer Prime stuff in itself, but the Asus Transformer Prime, obviously with its power, does cope with all these things very nicely. Ice Cream Sandwich is a very new operating system in itself in terms of just upgrading to it, but it's a very nice environment when it works. Okay, into a very shaky cam mode for this next thing. Watch this.
Look at the technology. Our best scientific minds already have.
Let's detonate an isolytic first. Let's stop space terraforming. On screen.
Not the greatest film, I must admit, to demonstrate such a thing, but that is how easy it is to plug your tablet into your television. Okay, on to some of the bad things. I have here the Asus book reader application, which I thought I would be using quite a lot because I love to read books on tablets. However, very early on in the process, at some point, I have no idea why, it ended up with loads of text files which are in the bookshelf. Don't know how to get rid of them, don't know where they are, very confusing. If I do try and read a book, we'll try the one which actually came with the tablet. This is Alice in Wonderland. So just watch me scroll the pages. That one went fine, that one went fine. It's going okay, and now look, I'm trying to scroll, and there we are. It's now having trouble keeping up with me. And I think for a £500 or $500 tablet, why am I sat at a screen now which doesn't really know what it's doing, where it is, how it should function? It's just very bizarre that an application that comes with this system is not optimised for the tablets. It meant I had to sort of go into the abyss and find a book reader application which I found called Montano, very good, and I recommend that one. But just oddities like that which often go on in the whole of the Android Asus ecosystem, where things just all of a sudden seem to stop working. Don't know if it's because of the performance, don't know if it's because of the ability of the tablet, whether it's been optimised or it's because it's ice cream sandwich, but sometimes things just seem to stop working. And another couple of books here which I do have, if I try and read them, I'll press on them, just doesn't respond, does absolutely nothing. So a very odd and frustrating aspect of the tablet at the moment. Okay, another test is what I now call the Facebook comments test. On every browser I've found so far in the Android universe, I've not been able to find one that handles Facebook very well. And let me just demonstrate how. I'm just going to press here, it says view comments. Let's see how long it takes to load up. That one was quite quick, not too bad, but still quite a long time. Let me try it in a completely different browser. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to do this. Just bear with me 1 second. I'll find another browser that I can use. We shall try that one. So I'm going to try the same test in another browser and watch this. Still waiting, and now I'm not sure if anything's happening. There we are. So that took about 4 seconds, which again, curious on such an expensive device. Why is it taking so long? Is it the tablet? Is it the browser? Is it the operating system? I'm often asking myself that question. Another thing I want to demonstrate is that Flash sometimes is a bit iffy. I won't demonstrate on that one. I'm using Boat Browser, and if I try and watch something on iPlayer, or I think more or less anything on the BBC website, let's just try. Let's go for EastEnders. So it's moving on at a fairly decent pace, not too bad. Should start the program now, and watch when I go to full screen. So it's stopped, stuttering, not really sure what it's happening now. Could be that the browser's crashed, I don't know. Going to give it a few more seconds. Okay, now I'm bored, fed up. What's happening? Press the back button on the keyboard, and nothing seems to be happening there. I'm going to have to press the home button, I think. Press the home button, so I've had to quit out. Sometimes it would crash completely, and sometimes this even sort of breaks my internet a little bit. This one doesn't seem too bad, although looking at it now, the Wi-Fi is not kicked in yet. So that's probably going to require a application restart or something, because it's just gone wrong. So there's just another example of the bad. Why is the tablet doing this at the moment? Because it doesn't seem to be ready just to use, essentially. Okay, another very odd thing to find when I'm looking at the marketplace and sometimes even some applications. Watch when I press on the screen. Why has it done that? Why is it auto-rotated the wrong side? Why is the tablet not able to automatically keep the screen resolution the same and not rotate? And sometimes it does that and you get stuck in this mode. You can't do anything about it. Just another very odd thing that happens. Okay, on to one of the widely reported issues. This is a pixel test. Thankfully I have no dead pixels. However, I'll just bring the camera in very closely. I think you can see some what's called light bleed there. Just a little bit there and some tiny bits of there. Unfortunately the camera is masking it a little bit. There's a blue haze coming, but that's not really light bleed, that I don't believe. It is just that little bit there that you can see. Okay, the next thing, GPS. Apparently the aluminum back means that you don't get a GPS, and that pretty much speaks for itself. GPS is on, it has no idea where I am.
A vast virus database has been updated.
Thank you for that, laptop. And finally, the ugly. Watch what happens here. I've undocked the tablet, and where the hell have half my widgets gone? Stuff in folders seems to have completely disappeared, and if I go to the applications, no, it didn't seem okay at that time. A lot of the times it just shows lots of Android icons until it refreshes a page. Back to a home page, and now all of a sudden my widgets have returned. Sometimes that takes up to 2 minutes to happen, so it wasn't as bad then, but I was still able to demonstrate a bit of a confused moment. Two more technical savvy people who sort of understand when something might go wrong and they just need to do a little bit of tinkering, that's fine. However, as a consumer product, something like that is going to scare the hell out of your random punter, and they're going to start messing about with things, not sure what they're going on. And it just feels sometimes that the tablet can break. This tablet has already crashed on me more times than my iPad ever did. Not that I'm saying that the iPad is better or anything like that at the moment, because I've only had this 2 weeks, so it's difficult to do a comparison. However, this is prone to more breakage than an iPad, which I think, if I remember rightly, I had it for 2 years and it crashed on me once. This has crashed on me about 4 times already. So it does look as though I've focused on more of the bad things, but at the moment I'm still very much enjoying the tablet. Obviously I'm doing a lot of reviews, so I'm having to test it quite a bit, and I'm finding a lot of problems with it, which for an expensive tablet is quite annoying, but I'm going to keep persevering with it, keep putting out those videos for you to comment on and ask any questions. So I hope you enjoy this very quick review. It's not a definitive review. My statement at the moment is that the jury is out on this one. It has brilliant potential, but does the ecosystem that it lives in, is it going to be reliable in the future? We hope so. That's it for this review. I'll just plug it in and make it go absolutely bonkers again. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. Comment. Thanks for watching. See you later.